is the second day of deer season here at Nelson Outfitters. We're sitting in a blind that I've hunted several times over the years. I filmed Mike kill a really big deer out of this blind, and there's been a lot of deer shot right here, so we're sitting in a rhino blind right up against this brush. They call this spot the 4754, and the reason they call it that is the two main trails are at 47 and 54 yards, but sometimes the deer will come in a little closer than that. As you guys seen, we've already had several deer walk within like 25, and some of them stayed out on those farther trails too, but we haven't had anything big yet come through. We've had a couple young bucks, mule deer does, but it's perfectly light enough now, so if one comes over that hill to our right and comes through in bow range, hopefully we're going to make it happen. So Dylan killed a really nice buck last night, and hopefully that's going to get the ball rolling. Mike and Holly are hunting not too far from us, and then Dad and Sheila are out this morning too, so we're going to sit here for a while, keep our eyes peeled, and hopefully get lucky this morning. September 3rd here at Nelson Outfitters. We are still after it in the same field we were in last night. Mike and Holly are really close to where they were sitting last night. We actually moved to the other end of the field where there was a lot of bucks towards the end of the evening. So we got in here. It's about 4:30. Got everything set up, and hopefully we're going to have one jump the fence here and walk by us. So we will keep you updated, and hopefully my dad and Sheila will have some luck tonight, and also Mike and Holly. So we've got 2 full days left after tonight, so we got some tags to fill, so we're going to get to work and hopefully start on that tonight. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Oh, dude. I've got some awesome footage of it right here. are set up in the beamer blind this morning. This is a pretty famous spot here. Been a lot of deer shot, and it's just a great spot. You can see a long ways, and the reason it's such a good spot, there's a crossing on this irrigation ditch at 30 yards to our north right here. And we've already had about 15 deer come through here. So we've got a bunch of them down below us. And we just got to get lucky. It's almost a 50-50 shot whether they're going to go below us or they're going to come up here. So we just spotted several good bucks headed our way. They're about to come up over this hill, and then we're going to see which direction they're going to go. So fingers crossed, hopefully they pick this way and we can get it done here this morning. Alright, well, it is September 4th, day 4 here at Nelson Outfitters. And we are in a tree stand this morning, as you can tell. We're sitting in a really good spot, right down from where we hunted the other morning. And we've had a good morning so far. We've had several deer come right by us just like they're supposed to. And we've actually just saw a couple bucks come over the hill that could possibly be shooters. So we kind of lost them once they got down towards the bottom of the hill, but we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled because they could just pop around this corner at any time. So I can still see deer coming over the hill everywhere, so just hoping to get lucky this morning and hoping Mike and Holly have some luck, or my dad and Sheila. So coming down to the last couple days, we still got several tags to fill, so hopefully we can make it happen. But beautiful morning here, nice and cold. Hopefully this is the morning.
Well, on the third morning, hunting this tree stand, we had a lot of action. Didn't see anything big close, but we did notice a lot of good bucks going by the 4754 blind that we hunted the second morning. So we decided for the last morning sit, that's probably where we should go. And as soon as we got in the blind and it was light enough to shoot, I looked out the side, and here comes one of the bucks at 20 yards that we were after. It was a mad scramble. Dylan got the camera on, and with that skylight in the background, this footage is a little dark, but he's walking by us at 25 yards, and I've got to make it happen quick.
Run your 30 pin. Nice shot, Wyatt. That happened very, very fast this morning. We got back in the 4754 where we were the other morning, and where we sat right down the ditch from yesterday morning, and watched all these big bucks walk right by this blind. And it was early, but it was just after legal shooting light. I looked over and there was a big one coming right up the edge to our right. The first time I saw him, he was probably 30 yards. And he cut up in front of us, and it was just a little dark for the camera, so I apologize for the dark footage, but Dylan just had to keep it zoomed out. That's the only way that it wouldn't blur up. If he tried to zoom in, it was going to blur it. So he walked out. I guessed him for 30 yards. Now looking at it, he wasn't that far. I ranged it, and he was probably 25. So the shot looked a little high, but it sounded good when it hit him, and we're just hoping we got lucky. That's why we shoot the swacker. So we're going to sit here for a little while longer and let some of these other deer move through here, and then we're going to go see what we can find. But last morning here at Nelson's, and hopefully I got lucky. You just never know until you got your hands on them. I'm feeling pretty nervous right now, though.
Alright, well, we just walked down the edge from the blind, and immediately we got out in the field. There's blood everywhere. That's a pretty common theme when you're shooting a swacker, and that's why we shoot them, is because they're a deadly broadhead. But it looked like you were dumping it with a bucket down this hill. We just cut into the brush, and the blood is getting crazy good down this hill. I just found my arrow. It broke off in him, but there's blood all over it too. So we're gonna keep heading down here. There's a little ditch here, and hopefully he didn't make it out of this little draw, so we'll keep going. Look, some of the blood here all over. On this trail.
That's so scary.
Up around this tree. Oh, there he is, right there. He didn't go very far at all. Look at that. Oh man, what a beauty. Oh, look at that. What a buck. All right, well, here is just another awesome memory made here at Nelson Outfitters. This is my 5th year, and I'm just don't even know what to say. Couldn't be happier. We hunted the 4754 blind again this morning, hunted it a couple mornings ago, and we knew it was just a matter of time before a big one came through there. This one came through a little early this morning, just after legal shooting light, and thankfully, shooting the swacker, I was a little high on my shot and a little back, but when you're shooting a broadhead with that big of a cut and one as devastating as that head, they don't go far, and this buck didn't make it 150 yards from the blind, and the blood trail was unbelievable. So like I said, Nelson Outfitters, just every year it just seems to get better and better, and this is one I'm not going to forget, I can tell you that. I want to thank Dylan for filming me after he killed his awesome buck on the first night, and thank Dave, Jan, Steven. It's an incredible place, and we're so lucky to get to come out here and do this every year in September. So we're gonna get this guy loaded up, and hopefully some of the other guys had some luck this morning. So pretty awesome. Nelson Outfitters does it again.